Very rarely in racing will you see a driver's only shot in a series be with the best team in that series. Just picture a driver racing only one season for Red Bull and F1, then never starting another Grand Prix again. Or someone racing only 1 year for Hendrick Motorsports in the NASCAR Cup Series, then never racing in stock cars again. It may sound absurd to some, but in the later years of kart, it actually happened. In 2001, Chip Ganassi Racing was off the back of both of its championship-winning drivers leaving the team. They needed some new drivers and would find one in F3000 runner-up from the previous year, Nicolas Minassian. What would ensue next would be a bit of a disaster. This is a story of Nick Minassian's kart career. So after finishing second in the F3000 championship in 2000, Nicolas really wanted to get picked up by an F1 team, but that wouldn't happen, so he really just settled for kart instead. He would be joined at Ganassi by Bruno Junqueira, his rival from F3000 the previous year, who would beat him to the title. Now, I wouldn't consider myself an expert in terms of inter-team dynamics, but this doesn't seem like a good pairing. Now, don't get me wrong, in terms of talent, there's a lot of potential, but when it comes to what teammates have to do sometimes, working together, I have my doubts. But anyways, the scene was set for the 2001 kart season, and for Nicolas, it would be brief to say the least. Race number 1 of the year in Monterrey, Mexico would be a frankly horrible start for the team. After winning the series championship just 2 years prior, the Ganassi duo of Junqueira and Minassian would start 20th and 21st respectively, with Nicolas being outqualified by his teammate by half a tenth and being over 2 seconds behind pole sitter Kenny Brack. The race itself was honestly not bad, with him finishing 11th. Long Beach would be an improvement and was honestly his best IndyCar race. He was the highest starting and finishing rookie, starting 14th and finishing 8th. Long Beach would be his only IndyCar top 10. His oval debut would be a bit abrupt, as his first oval race was meant to be the 2001 Firestone Firehawk 600. If you don't know about that race, essentially what happened was that the cars were going so fast and the G-forces were so high that drivers were getting all kinds of jacked up. So after qualifying, the race got cancelled and a whole fustercluck ensued that really deserves its own video. But the point is, with Texas being cancelled, the series would then head up to Nazareth for race number 3 of the year. I've talked about this race before, so if you want to watch that video, you can click the card in the top right, but I'll keep it brief and say this weekend sucked for Nicolas. He would write off his car in a fiery crash in turn 2 during qualifying and start last while his teammate grabbed the pole. And while Junqueira would finish 7th in the race, Nicolas finished 18th 5 laps down. Unfortunately, this race would be the last he finished in his IndyCar career. Motegi saw him start down 15th and run multiple laps down throughout the day before he hit the wall with 7 laps left. Milwaukee would end in another late crash, while Detroit ended with mechanical issues. After 7 races in the 2001 kart season, Nicolas Minassian would be fired by Chip Ganassi and replaced by Mimo Gidley. So when I said Nicolas's kart career was brief, I meant it. I don't think he was awful, but his performances in kart were not good either. Normally I'd have more of a fleshed out outro to a video like this, but I really don't have anything else to say. Sorry for the buzzkill of an ending, but I still hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and have a great afternoon.